Unmute my mic. Hello. How is everyone doing today? I was sorry, I got a little distracted. I didn't know what I was saying. But hello. Hi, welcome to my Monday night study hall session. I got a lot of work to do. So, it's going to be pretty sprint heavy. I've just been sitting here trying to figure out what my intentions were for the stream and for my publishing plan going forward. I have had a very inspiring couple of days as far as writing goes. So I've been motivated to get myself in gear and get to work. So yeah, tonight I am going to be working on Seed Among the Ground and working on revising that draft. So yeah, trying to get my thought. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to be working on that because I should be switching chapters with Shannon again. Sorry, I have the stream up on my computer, and seeing myself moving is distracting me. Okay, I fixed it. But yes, today I'm working on Seed Among the Ground because I'm supposed to be exchanging chapters with Shannon starting in December. So I have to get ready for that. I want to have everything done for switching chapters with her. I would like to finish reading, even though her book is not like a linear series. I want to finish the one before the third book in her series, the second book. I want to finish the second book in her series before I start the third book. But anyway, that's what I will be doing. Let me go through the chat. I have so many screens happening. Okay. JC is here. Hello. And yes, I'm cozy already. I have a long week ahead of me at work. I'm not looking forward to it. So, I mean, I didn't get off super early today. I got off at 3:30. But I got cozy as soon as I got home because I will be running around every single day this week covering for people. But we have, I think, four new staff starting. So my workload is about to get a lot easier as long as everything goes according to plan. So I don't have to cover people's shifts as much. So yay for that. Gwenna is here. Hello, Gwenna. And yes, I'm making publishing plans too. For 2026, my goal is only 2 books. I most likely will not get, no, not most likely. I will not get Seed Among the Ground published this year. It'll be early next year. And then the second book that I'm planning on publishing next year is Library of Monsters and Magic, which is the first book in the cozy fantasy. And I'm planning to do that with a Kickstarter. We'll see what happens with that. And then the third book / project I'm going to work on will most likely be my middle grade horror that I'm going to query next year sometime. So for 2026, that's the plan. For sprint, I'll be making a to-do list. Nice. I'm trying to work out publishing plans for next year. I was going to do more than 1 year, but I think right now trying to plan more than 1 year is too overwhelming. Same. I just listed all my projects again, and I was trying to plan out when I was going to release all these books, but I was like, that's too much. It's too much. I need to focus on this trilogy, and then the next series, and then my querying dreams that I want to have happen. So that's all I'm focusing on for 2026. So I think that's good. Just one year at a time. And JC says, Gwenna, I miss you. got back home last night after a week across country. Oh, where'd you go? Leah says, hi. Hi, Leah. Give Leah a kiss and a hug for me too. And Gwenna will be there on Wednesday. Yay. I'm glad you won't have to cover people's shifts much longer. No, you heard that right. We have 4 new people starting, but until the end of September, we have 3 people out on vacation. So I am being Superwoman and covering a lot of shifts as well as working my own job. So, and working with the people that I work with. But in October, everyone should be here. And I get to plan my Q4 vacation because I stuck to my goal of taking off every quarter so I don't get too burnt out. So now that everyone has gone on their vacation, it's my turn. I don't know if my boss wants to go on a vacation, but I'll ask her so we can plan that out. But anyway, I won't have to cover much longer. We'll be good coming up here in October. So let's see. I gave her a kiss from you and she said, okay, and walked away. Are you going to say poetry collection? I don't think I have enough for a collection. I mean, we'll see. I do eventually want to do a collection. Because I do have my short stories / poetry collection that I do want to do as well. But that'll be like my fun project. If everything goes according to plan, then I can compile those into something. But it's not on the top of my list. Those are some big moves. I know. I'm excited. Yeah. I mean, I've had my 2 book events coming up. So we'll see how I do with local book sales. I really want to go to BookCon, but that's just like an arbitrary date for me of to at least have Seed Among the Ground done by then so that I could have a full series if I were to go. I got family there, so I wouldn't have to pay for a hotel. And yeah, I really want to go and be on the indie alley. 2026 will be your year. Thank you. I hope so. Right now, I have 2 books planned for JC Carpenter that I'm launching the pen name series, I think. Good. Awesome. I still have my pen name. I don't know when I'll do something with that. Yeah. I still have that stuff, but I don't think I'm launching it anytime soon unless I just get the writing bug and then I just start popping out books like crazy. Went home to Georgia for a few days to grab the rest of our belongings and hauled ass back to Phoenix in an overpacked minivan. Wow. Really was, but a good time ultimately. I was made for road trips. That's good. I'm glad you had a good time. I'm so glad you've been taking time off. Burnout is so hard to fight once it sets in. I know. Look at me taking care of myself. Because last year I was crazy. Or last year it was not good. It was just not a good time last year because I tried to do everything, didn't take any time off. I think the whole year. And maybe it was just being back in the world, but I was like sick a lot more. But I also think this from not resting. But yeah, I'm so excited for my Q4 vacation. I don't know where I'm going or if I'm going anywhere. I was thinking of going to Denver, but I don't know. Let's see. I mean, you could just put that on 2027 list. Yeah. There's so many books because I have series. There's like at least like 40 of ideas that I currently have. It's so many books. I'm like, when am I going to have time to write and publish all of these? Who knows? Yes. I don't know. I think, well, I have a 30-minute timer already pulled up. So we'll start with 30, but I think we'll do 30, then 45, and then see how we feel after that. If you want to go back down to 30 or stick with the 45s. Yeah, so that was the plan, to go down and probably see Barrett, maybe. That's an idea. Or I'll plan a trip to see someone else. I don't know. I don't want to go far. So, I don't know. Gonna take more time off to road trip up to the Grand Canyon in January. Oh, fun! Yay! I never been out that way. Never been past Colorado. It's sad. Yeah. Never enough time. Okay, let us get into sprint. So it's been a while since I've looked at my notes for Seed Among Good Ground. So I got a spare room as long as you and your have no felonies on record. We don't have no felonies. No felonies. But I'm going to listen to my voice notes from Seed Among the Ground because I've been working on formatting for the past like 2 weeks. Finally got that done. I got my books ordered. And I'm happy with how the interior looks now. Look at it. And it matches book 1. Not perfectly, but I think good enough. And then whenever I decide to do a relaunch of this series, we'll do a whole new thing. But that'll probably be years down the line. So yeah, I'm going to listen to my voice notes, read my notes, my plot grid, and see where the heck I left off. Because the formatting and the updating to KDP took a lot of time. So it's been a while since I looked at everything. So that's where we're going to be tonight for the first sprint. So I will add to the stage, remove media. Okay, remove, add a timer. Yes, I will take you up on that. I have a timeline. It'll probably be like October, November before I send it to Shannon, or maybe at the same time I'm sending it to Shannon. That's the goal. So hold me to that. November for you to beta read. And yeah, you will need to start from the beginning because it's probably all going to be changed. Yes, November. Okay. I've talked for a long time, only 15 minutes. But let's get some work done. 30 minutes on the clock. And yeah, happy sprinting, everybody. All right, we are back from our sprint. How did you do? 1 second. Did you close the door? Okay. All right, how did you do? We're back from our first sprint. Like I said, I went through a lot of my voice memos to see what the heck past me was talking about when it came to this book. So it's a lot of plot, and sometimes I don't remember what's happening. So I listened through, I think, like 4 or 5 of them. I'm listening to one now. It's 32 minutes long. I'm 5 minutes in. So trying to figure out what I was thinking as far as restructuring and replotting goes. It's all coming back to me now. So that's good. So yeah, I will figure that out, and then I will keep replotting. So on the next sprint, I'll listen to the rest of this voice memo. Yeah, let's see. So while we were sprinting, Joanne came in. Hello. I am working on plotting / re-outlining, replotting tonight. See, Gwenna answered an email. Eva is here. Hello. And got the kiddo to sleep. Nice. Also fed the gremlin, so mom work is work. It is. Hello, Klacha is here. Nice to see you. I have to read for class. What are you reading? What class? See, I mean, he goes to sleep easy enough, but I laid down with him and managed to not stay in bed, so victory, yes. It's a theory class with theory in the name, but this is the 4th year of the program. Nice. See, went to an in-person writing group tonight for the first time. Awesome. It was also the first time the meeting ever happened. How was it? That's cool. I could have went to an in-person writing group tonight, but I did not. I am here. You are my writing group for tonight. I'm pretty sure the time for the theory is long over. 4th year should be application, not theory. JC got coffee and settled in from the store and pulled out a notebook with pen name. Need to name some characters and create some background real quick. Nice. I'm going to shut my door. 1 second. Okay. Let's see. 11 person writing groups. Rivalries make me so productive. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's there's one that happens at my library every Monday at 7. So probably not the best time to do these streams if I wanted to go to it. And then there's some other ones that happen during the week. But yeah, I'm getting connected in the local writing session or writing scene. So I might join in person, but I want to go when I have something to like share. Right now I don't, because I'm just plotting and going back and forth with my book 3 plot ideas. Eva says it was okay. It felt new, a bit rough around the edges, but I'm glad I went. We're going to write on a prompt and talk about / workshop them next week. That sounds fun. Yay. Class feels like a repetition of one of my second year classes, with the first project being almost identical to one from that class. Well, that sucks. The rest of the meetings this month were initially set up as ride-alongs, just quiet co-writing, but those of us who showed up decided more talking than writing next week, too. Nice. Yay. I made it to the end of the comments. I'm going to find a 45-minute timer, though. Because next we will do a 45. Because I got to listen to me talk for 30 more minutes. And then I think that's all of the voice memos I have that are recent. Because I'm only listening to the recent ones. What I said in the past, well, it's still the past. What I said before that doesn't matter. Okay, 45-minute timer. Let's do the cozy autumn timer. Okay, next timer is set. Oh, I read that one. Next print, I gotta make dinner. Hopefully the husband comes home with groceries. Yes. Yeah, so I'm not gonna talk much more. I want to get this. My intention for the whole stream is to get my reverse outline done, which is probably an ambitious goal since I haven't worked on it in like 2 or 3 weeks. So that's still gonna be my intention, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm gonna pop up the next timer so we can continue to sprint. I have 25 pages of 2 readings to do. Hopefully you can get a lot of that done in the next 45 minutes. Even if I didn't get today's video up, oops, I may edit more of it, but I may just not. It's late for me. Yeah. We can just... Editing is, for me, the worst part because I talk a lot. And I end up having to edit over an hour of stuff and edit out all of my ums. But I think I might just say screw it next time I post a video and just put it up there. But yeah. Let's hope I finish tonight. I hope you do. I love this timer. I do too. Okay. It's okay if you doze off. I need sleep. Yeah, I can't stand it. I just post them and edit it and call it a quirky podcast. Yeah. I think that's why, I mean, if it's a sit down video, I don't mind just posting it. But like vlogs where I have to like clip things together, it's too much. But anyway, 45 minutes on the clock. Let's get done what we got to get done. I will see you at the end of 45 minutes. Happy sprinting. All right, we are back from our second sprint of the night. Let me know in the comments how you did. I listened to all of my voice memos, wrote down what I said, and now I am trying to condense all of that into one sentence summaries of each beat each beat, not each scene. So, yes, that's what I am doing. And yes, I am writing a completely different book. I think the only thing that will stay the same is the very beginning of the story. Everything else is going to be completely changed, but it's going to be better and make more sense and be fun and be very long. So yes, that's my next goal for the next sprint is to finish my one sentence my 1 to 2 sentence little summary for each beat, each plot point. So, yeah. I think I made good progress. Alrighty, so while we were sprinting, let's go back and see who came in. Andy came in to smack the like button. And Shannon also came in, made friends with the like button. During the sprint, Shannon got ready for bed. And then she went to bed. So good night, Shannon. And then my sister came in. Hello. Gwenna got a potty training win and got pizzas in the oven and hung out in Holly Davis's chat for a while. Nice. And then Laura came in. Hello. Not particularly productive, but I think my brain and body are just tired from the trip. That is understandable. And we got a Laura and a Gwenna. And that's where Shannon went to bed. I catch the rest for watch time in the morning. Thank you. Let's see, still have 4 pages left. Nice progress. Good night for Shannon. I hate total book rewrites. I do too. It's a love-hate relationship. Yeah. But I'm trying not to think about it. I'm trying to I want to do the outline and then I'm just going to write the book and see what happens. I'm trying not to think about the actual act of rewriting the entire thing. But yes, it's going to be so worth it. Laura is walking Roy. Reading essays by people who suffer from chronic, all words must have 17 syllables minimum disease. It's a lot of dictionary referencing. Going to do a beta read for homework when we get back. Fun. I guess your class is going well. That's exciting. And the first essay was using a pasta ad as its case study. Okay. So now all I can think of is making and eating pasta. Nice. And JC did, in fact, doze off. That's okay. Gwen catching up on CP connections, and then tomorrow I'll actually commit to work. Nice. Class is going great so far. Yay! That's awesome. I've reached the end of the chat. I won't jump right into the next sprint, but we'll jump in pretty soon. The next one will be a 45-minute as well. So that would take us to about 10 o'clock my time, right? Yes. And then we'll probably do a short one after that. But yeah. Oy. When I write my next series, I'm going to make sure that I do the plotting of the series beforehand, or at least keep more detailed records of what happens in each book. Because going back and reading about 300,000 words from your first book and your second book, just so you can make sure you know what's happening in your third book, it's a lot. I released book one in 2020. That was 5 years ago. I haven't read no, I don't think I reread it when I did book two, which I probably should have, but I didn't. And now I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. So, yeah, I do need a story Bible. And I'm creating one, well, not for this series because it's too late for that, but for my next series. I have a story Bible this time. I did not before. I'm going to edit and submit my Being Dissected While Alive story to the class workshop. Fun. Yay. Is this the first? Have you done a workshop with them before? Or is this the first class workshop? But yes, story Bibles are important and necessary, especially when you're writing a series. Instead of trying to keep every detail in my head, which is impossible. Next sprint, though, I'm going to get up and get some water because I've been sitting here since probably before 7 my time, which is not good. Not good. Oh, let me restart the timer. Sorry, I got distracted by something. What are we talking about? Sorry, reading text messages. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna get the timer set up so I can get something to eat. Or not eat, just to drink. Alrighty, we're gonna do another 45 minutes. And then after we come back, we may do a short, depending on what time it is, like a 20-minute or a 15-minute after that. That sounds like a plan. Alrighty, 45 minutes. Let's do this. All right, we are back from our third sprint. How did you do? I am kind of at the all is lost moment of the story and trying to figure out what Emerton's low point is, not just in this book, but in the series as a whole. Because I'm trying to make it as opposite as possible from where she started originally in book 1. So I think I figured that out. So I think I just have a few more things to kind of iron out before I feel confident in going into the redrafting process of this book. Because I always struggle with trying to decide if I want to outline extensively or if I just want like markers. So right now I just have like pillars to write to at the beginning, the middle, and the end. But I don't know if I want to flesh out the entire thing or if I just want to write to the pillars that I set. I feel like it might be faster to outline, but at the same time, I feel like I don't know. We'll see what I do. But I'm going to do probably one short, maybe 15, 20-minute sprint because I do have to go to sleep. I heard the text message sound, but I didn't get a text message. I don't know. JC dozed off again. That's okay. You needed to sleep. And I don't know what my instinct is telling me to do. Because I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to get stuck in what am I supposed to write next? Because there are still things about the competition that I need to figure out. Like some of the challenges and some of the trials. So part of me is like, do I want to do that ahead of time or just come to it when I get to that point in the story? Because I'm successful in both ways. Because I've outlined extensively and then just written to the outline. And the book will get done that way. That's how this first draft got done, is me outlining extensively. But there's always that part of me that's like, I'm bored with outlining. I want to draft now. And then I get to a part where I get stuck. And then I have to re-outline again. And I'm trying to cut out as much of that process of me getting stuck. So, yeah. Because the beginning is pretty much not changing very much. I still don't know if this character is going to disappear or stay in the story from the beginning, but I don't know. And then the part that's going to change is some of Act 1 and then all of Act 2 and then all of Act 3. So I don't know. Like maybe more detailed than pillar points. That doesn't sound like the right term. Yeah, I don't know what they're called. But not so detailed you get bored with the outlining part. I guess. I mean, because I know in general what's going to happen. It's just the details that I don't know. Like when the competition starts, I decided to make it not contained in the first phase of the competition. So like instead of them being like in a castle in an arena, well that's hard to say. In an arena, they would probably like they're gonna be like traveling and doing stuff and reaching checkpoints and things like that as part of the competition. So yeah. Mm, I don't know. I can see it in my head, but I don't know the details. So I don't know what to do. Because part of me feels like I'm going to say, okay, I'm not going to outline anymore. And I'm going to sit down and just write. But then I did this whole plot grid with the purpose of outlining extensively so that I can make sure that I have everything. Or maybe I'm just tired tonight and I need to stop outlining. I don't know. I don't know. I just want to make this process as easy as it can be because this is going to be a complete rewrite of this story. I wish I knew when I was done. Like I wish I knew when I was like, okay, we're ready. We're ready to start writing. Because I don't. I don't. Yeah. I mean, this is the first day that I've gotten back into it in probably like 3 weeks. My last voice memo, probably longer than that. My last voice memo about it was on July 28th. So that was the last time I worked on my plot grid and the last time I plotted. So this is the first day that I'm kind of getting back into it. And I'm already feeling a little overwhelmed, but that's because this story is really huge. But that's okay. And it has a lot of subplots. And yeah, I feel like I need to stick with the outline. Stick with the outline. Finish your plot grid. Plot out the subplots. Plot out the main plot. And then you'll be able to see the whole story written down instead of just in your head. And I guess I don't really have to figure out all of the details. I just need to know where I'm going. A little more than just like the 5 beginning, middle, midpoint, pinch points. Because I have the beginning, the catalyst, the pinch point, the midpoint, second pinch point, all is lost in the finale. I know what all that's going to look like, but that doesn't really help. I mean, it helps, but it doesn't help. Because the main part of the story is the competition and all of the inside stuff that Emerton and Shaw are doing. So, yeah. So I think I said all that to say I'm going to keep outlining, though I want to draft. And then part of me is like, well, what if I just do it as I go instead of trying to do the entire outline and then do the entire draft? Like maybe I could just be like, work on the first scene, first chapter, outline the scene, outline the plots as it pertains to the beginning, and then write the chapter, and then revise, and then go on to the next chapter. So kind of a as I go process instead. That might work, we could try it. I think that's what I'm going to try. Instead of trying to conceptualize the entire story right now. So, outline, write it, read it, edit it, change it on the plot grid if I need to, move on to the next chapter. We're going to try that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try. Okay, so it is 10:15 my time. I have a very long day tomorrow. And I won't be in the office, so that makes it even longer. I will be driving around the community all across the state. Let me see what my day is tomorrow. I have 2 meetings, 2 team meeting. Well, just one because she's out of town. So just one, and then I work with somebody. Leadership meeting I'm not going to make. Working with somebody. Got to text somebody else to see if he wants me to work with him or not. If he does, then I'll be getting off at 6:30 tomorrow. I'm working from 8 to 6:30. And then Wednesday I'll be working from 9 to 4. And then Thursday from 9 to 7. And then Friday I might take off besides the 2 team meetings I have. And then I work Thursday or Saturday night. So, a long week. But I think we're going to wrap it up for this evening. Because now I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to fall asleep easily. With my luck, I'll have insomnia. I don't want to speak that over me, but I feel it. Like I'm not going to be able to fall asleep tonight, and that's going to suck because I have a long day tomorrow. But, okay. So for the next couple weeks, 4 weeks, Seed Among Good Ground is the focus. We are going to plot, write, revise as we go. And hopefully that will be somewhat helpful. And then when I write, I'm not going to use, because what I've been doing before is like with my second draft, I'll type the changes in the original document, but I'm not going to do that because that's going to mess me up. So all new document, plot, revise as I go, and then we'll go from there. So yeah. And then depending on how far I get or how fast my progress is with this, then I'm going to tack on either revising Library of Monsters and Magic or drafting the next one in the cozy. But I'm talking to some cover designers to see, just to get prices and stuff for the cozy. Still considering doing it all myself because that just seems to be easier for me to just learn how to do something and then do it, because I've been ghosted by a few people trying to get services done. And it just seems to be easier to do it myself. So, yeah, that is the plan. I'm going to go to bed. Well, at least go lay in the bed and pray for my long week. Haven't gone to the gym, and I'm sad about it. But, yeah. Alrighty, guys. I will see you next Monday night, 7:30. I might change the time depending on what I have for work next Monday. Yeah, but I might change the time earlier so I can see if I can go to my writing group at my library. And maybe that will give me some more motivation to outline and draft. So that's it. That's it for me. I will see you next week and probably on someone's stream. Probably on JC's stream on Wednesday. I don't know if Nia's streaming tomorrow. I don't think she is. But if she is, then I'll be there. Yeah. No more sprint. I talked a lot. So, and I think I'm getting tired of focusing. So, no more sprint. It's almost 10:30. So, I'm trying to cut it off at 10:30 so I'm not up late. Even though I probably will still be up late. But yes, I will be on JC's stream, and then Nia's tomorrow I will be late because I'll probably get home at 7 if this man wants to work with me tomorrow or not. But we'll see. I shall try to rest my brain because Lord knows I need it. All right. Good night. I will see you later. Bye.